One second. The chickens aren't paying attention to me anymore.
To be very fast.
Well, hey, I'm glad you rather speak to an inanimate chicken than your
What do you
boy.
mean
You get to talk to
inanimate?
him. I mean, when I go over there and hit him with a bop gun, he's gonna be flapping around.
Do not.
I
I mean, it was a good week. You know, what do we do? I don't know. We got up to some business.
Did you get your taxes done?
I mean, I don't know if they're done, but they got all the documents.
Did you see The Favorite?
I've not seen The Favorite yet. I would love to. I saw that new How to Train Your Dragon movie.
Oh, that's right. You guys both saw that. I didn't. You guys say it on NLSS, or was there a tweet that Austin asked you if you cried?
No, I didn't ask him because I didn't want to hear his answer. He's a spiteful man that.
I mean, I cried during movies. I just didn't cry. This one didn't earn it.
It's because you didn't watch the second one, did you?
I did not watch the second one.
Exactly.
Is that something you need to do in order to?
Oh, I think you were literally complaining about this exact thing the other day on the NLSS about people saying they didn't like a movie because they didn't watch a movie before and how stupid that
That
was.
doesn't sound
Thanos.
I think that's exactly what you said. Yeah, it was actually last Unity Tuesday about the Marvel movies. Wait a minute.
Austin. On a scale of one finger in the eye to full waterworks, where were you on the cry scale?
It's hard to rate that scale, so I'm just gonna say a 1 out of 10 scale because it's much easier to comprehend.
So you had like couple single tears.
I would say I was a solid 5, like halfway to in between.
Do you have like the heavy breeze, like one of
No,
those?
that would be like an 8 or 9.
Okay, all right.
There was a ghast I finally found, and it's just despawned.
Corey, I would not call Austin that for displaying emotions. I feel like if a movie can draw you to emotions, then it's a good film. But I would never cinema shame someone like that, Corey, and especially since you're not on the call to defend yourself, shame on you. I think that's a good segue. What's the last movie you guys cried to outside of How to Burn a Dragon in 3 days?
Was that? Sorry, I was trying to figure out all the movies you were just combining into one title.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Coco was the other one.
You got to think for the animation, huh?
Well, animation has a thing for making people cry.
Okay. So Coco, what's the Reader's Digest on that one without Sperling?
It's based off of
Yep,
Dia
that's
de
it
los,
right there.
de los Muertos. Day of the Dead.
The Sugar Skulls.
Cinco de Mayo.
Not that one. That is just no. And it's about a young lad who travels to the land of the dead.
There's no need to be down, nothing. Young lad.
Okay. So Austin's was Moana. What was yours, Melf?
What movie?
Yeah.
I didn't watch any. No, I watched Shawshank Redemption again.
The last one you cried to.
Oh.
A movie.
Last movie I cried at? Oh, jeez. I honestly can't remember.
So what you're saying is you don't have a heart?
No, I have a heart. I'm not saying I don't cry at movies. I just can't remember. Like if you give me some movies, and I can tell you. I can tell you if I cried.
I don't know why you're being
But I just
like weird. Like there's something to be ashamed of.
Yeah, Melf.
What are you, a liberal, Ryan?
I do have a couple of movie theater anecdotes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hit us with it.
So the first one, short one. There were 2 back-to-back local ads for medical stuff, and one of them was for like a weight loss place, and they put like it was like, oh, the so and so weight loss center, come and lose weight, yeah. And they put a picture of just 2 like friendly looking doctor dudes, and as if they were the doctors at this place. I was like, oh, okay, they look friendly and like doctors and stuff. Another ad comes on, another medical ad, completely different place. It was like I think like an urgent care, or maybe it was something along those lines. Same picture, 2 friendly doctor dudes. It was a stock image. Those weren't the 2. They didn't have 2 friendly doctors at all. They had the same stock footage image for each commercial.
We don't really have to deal with that up here because up here we don't. Hospitals don't need to advertise.
Good one.
You just kind of like go to them when you're sick.
And how long do you have to wait in line to get a broken arm fixed? 6 months?
Somewhere between like 15 minutes and a couple hours.
Is it done with or without antiseptic, cleanly things? You know. Can I just get Kekona in the chat? I was just trying to stoke that.
You're being very American here.
Where-
I was trying to get Kekona.
What's the button that makes you use a tinker's tool, but you only mine one thing?
What? Oh, shift maybe?
You only mine one block. Everyone says shift, but it's not shift. I'm holding shift right now.
Then I don't know.
It's F.
F in chat?
No, not F. There is no such button. Control. Nope, not control.
What?
All right. Well, I guess I will just continue using my fists to mine this stuff out then.
Make the other tool that only mines one. Trust me, it's real good.
Also, what was your other movie bit?
So this one's a bit longer, but my movie experience was a little ruined, and by a little I mean entirely, by a family.
Please don't
that
complain about children going to see How to Train Your Dragon 3.
So it's a tale of two children. It's a tale of two children because there was a mother who brought her young daughter and young son to this movie. Completely reasonable. I have no qualms with the daughter. The daughter was there to see a movie, and I respect that. She said some funny stuff that I laughed at because kids say the darndest things and all that. Oh, I can't say that anymore, can I?
Why not?
Well,
Cosbus.
What's Cosbus?
It turns out old people do the darndest things as well.
No, you can say that. And you said kids do the darndest things. I would never have guessed it was Cosbus. Just like when you say David the Gnome, you have no idea that was produced by Smarvy.
Everyone knows that kids say the darndest things was Cosby. That was his thing. Yeah.
No, his thing was the Jello pudding.
You definitely can't do that anymore.
No.
That's so. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the real problem here was the young son, who was not there to watch a movie. He was not there to participate in the act of watching a movie. He was there to annoy the shit out of everyone. First thing he did was he just talked and said things that weren't words.
That weren't darned.
They weren't darndest. They were unintelligible. He was doing like I don't know how young he was, so I don't know if he was the right age for when a kid first learns that you can make noises with your mouth and just makes random noises.
So you're shitting on like a 2-year-old child right now.
But that's the thing. I said I don't think he was 2 years old because he was walking around like I think he was like 4 or 5 or something. But yeah,
proceed.
But here's the thing: is that I didn't get a good look because it was dark because they were 15 minutes late to the movie. They walked in, missed the first 15 minutes of the movie. I forgot about that part. Second part, halfway through the movie, they all left for like 10 minutes and came back.
Well, probably one of them had to take a dump.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. I was just gonna say the same thing.
I think that's what it was, but it was like they missed like 30% of the movie.
Yeah, I'm sure you can fill it in. It follows a pretty standard 3-act kind of formula.
Anyway, the worst part was that there was multiple points in the movie where the kid just gave up on sitting down and just started walking around. And he had a giant robot toy with him the size of him. It was basically as tall as he was, and he was just holding around, swinging around. He started banging it on the chair in front of him.
That's not okay.
It was a full movie theater, by the way. Because it was the only showing of this movie. So he was just banging on the chair. The whole time he was just saying words that weren't making sense. And then basically about 75, during like the climax of the movie, he got bored of like walking around and decided to sit down again. But he didn't want to sit in his own seat. No, he was going to sit in his sister's seat. And his sister was pissed. So he started like climbing on his sister, and then she started screaming and yelling. And she was like, "Get off!" And the mom was just at levels of I don't give a shit that pissed me off because it was like control your fucking children. She was just like, "Stop it."
You know how to deal with those people? You want to know the recipe? You get Skittles and a straw, chew up the Skittles into little tiny bits, put it in the straw, Right in the hair? Oh, baby.
See, I thought you were going the problem-solving route. Like, hey, you go buy some Skittles and you give it to the kids, and then you don't hear.
Oh, Skittles would have made it drastically worse.
Yeah, you don't want to get them hopped up on the sugar.
I feel bad, like
in their hair.
Like I said, the sister was like screaming at that point and yelling, but I wasn't mad at her because this little shithole kid was like,
Austin.
The
kid's 2 years old. What do you want?
He was not 2 years old.
Squared.
Do not run around. I'm telling you, this kid was not 2 years old.
Even if he's 4 years, it's a kid. He's going to see a kid's movie.
It is a children's film.
I felt bad for the people who he was banging his fucking robot toy chair on. Like that, those who got the worst of it. Anyway,
Austin, check it out. There's a staircase now.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then you check out Paimon's quarters.
Should there be a age barrier to enter movies, Austin?
You should not take your kids to the movie if you can't have them sit in their seat and be quiet. If they can't do that, you don't get to take them to the movies. Wait till they're older.
I'm kind of okay with that.
I want to disagree, but I don't.
But here's the thing, like, all right, so I'll give you.
He wasn't watching the movie.
It is a children's movie, but still.
Here's the other side of the coin. So I've never taken my son to a movie. When I take him, I don't know if he's gonna be in the Twilight Zone or if he's gonna be chucking Skittles. You know, like you don't know until you go. You know. So like, maybe that was his first movie and he couldn't handle it.
I highly doubt it.
Why didn't you ask him?
That would have been good. I'd be like, he couldn't say words.
Like,
I tried to understand a single thing he was saying, and none of it was. It was like basically a jumble of half words.
Sorry, I'm real mad.
I just don't think that anyone should have kids.
It's a little ridiculous, you know, to be honest.
We should just stop here and just move on.
That's a good debate. I mean,
actually, that's a good spot for light right there.
So all right, so let me placate this for a second. If no one has kids, what happens to the human life force?
It ends.
You sound okay with that?
No,
hop in the sack with me real quick.
What we should do first is get to the point where we put our consciousness in robots, and then.
That's not happening anytime soon.
I didn't say that. I said we should get to that point.
We're not getting to that point. The whole freaking world's gonna burn up.
Austin, I'm gonna burn you.
Hope you don't live in Florida.
What?
Shit's gonna be underwater.
Oh.
Well, not just Florida.
Florida's gonna be underwater.
Yep.
Parts of it, yeah.
New York, London.
Maybe
you
not
guys have
50
watched too many
years,
movies or something.
Daniel.
Hey, where did my magic book go?
More
Maybe
nihilist wolf. What's nihilist mean?
Nihilist?
Yeah, what is that? What is nihilist?
Like a
You're a nihilist, Dan.
very negative outlook. Everything is always bad. Everything sucks.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna ignore you, but if you're gonna throw potions at me, we gotta have words.
What's the book called?
I do not know.
Craft book.
I'm not making a builder's wand right now because this is actually going to take about less time.
Donkey, donkey, donkey.
And I need something repetitive right now so that I can focus on banter.
Ah.
Dan, what is your favorite type of berry? Doesn't have to be a food berry. It could be berry manilow, berry white.
I think rasp is pretty darn special.
Hey, now you're cooking with peanut oil.
Donkey, speaking of peanut oil, what's on your guys' quality of memes and quality of life list today?
I have no idea what to do, so I am looking forward to doing.
I thought you were doing Thaumcraft.
Yeah, dude, but it fucking blows.
Why?
Because
it's just magic.
I go and it's just an endless to-do list of make purple crystal, and then it takes me 15 minutes. I make a purple crystal, and then it's like, okay, now make a an aquamarine crystal, and I gotta go make an aquamarine. I just spend hours and hours doing fetch quests over and over.
Halle Berry counts.
Make a quarry with mouth. You wanna do that?
Yeah,
I would
I'm
like
just
to,
finished.
actually.
I'm just finishing laying this fertile soil that I spent way too long making. Chat will attest to how long.
Can I be the third deckhand on Quarry Town? That way we can knock it out.
I think it might be something we need everybody on.
Oh, really?
We got to go to a new dimension.
New dimension.
The mining dimension.
What? The mining dimension? I have it. Are you using RF tools?
When you say tools, like hand tools?
I think it's a mod called RF tools.
No.
Because I have a book that is RF tools shape manual. But now Chad says don't do that, just make golems instead.
Oh, they wanted to make a golem farm. So golems, when you kill them, they drop iron or whatever, I guess, or I don't know.
Apparently, they will
I think you shouldn't give up on Thaumcraft. Maybe you're just getting to the good stuff.
There's no good stuff in this.
It's progression, man. You gotta stick with it. You do all the menial tasks to get to the good shit.
So, I didn't follow the meme, but did you guys see that there's corn syrup in beer?
Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
It's not really a surprise because it's a cheap, like, fermentable sugar, basically.
Was it like hidden?
Thaumcraft golems.
It's just like you just have the corn syrup and then like yeast ferments it into alcohol for beer.
Does it matter what sort of oats you use on it?
It probably changes the taste, yeah.
It's cheaper as well than.
And people got upset about it?
Yeah, man. You are what you eat. And we're all corn syrup.
We do consume a lot of corn.
Why can I see it? Oh, it went into the thing! Oh my god, it went into the thing. It's a super change.
Like a staggering amount of corn.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you limit your corn intake?
Stop drinking Miller Lite, I guess.
And then people got mad about it, right?
Well, it was like everything's political in today's day and age.
So corn is political? You know me, I don't talk that. How is corn political?
Do you guys hear that?
Don't get done.
I don't know what I've done, but I just heard a very loud rumbling sound. Made me very afraid. But so you know, like the whole corn thing is Budweiser's like, hey, we don't, use corn in our beer. So then the corn farmers of America were like, oh, you want to fight, huh, buddy? And then now it's a political thing. So if you don't support farmers, go ahead and drink Bud Light. If you do support farmers, go buy yourself some Miller Lite, buddy.
So it's a corn thing.
Why am I so dizzy?
In real life?
No, in the game I got nausea. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
This game simulated everything.
Dude,
wait, so Melf, are we gonna get this Q town going or what?
Yeah. I'm just trying to plant some canola seeds before we take off. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish the fight, brother. Oh man, I can't stop this, chat. Look away. I'll tell you when you can look. You got 10 seconds left. Eat bread.
Boarded jars and labels. Infusion.
Eat pan.
What the heck is this?
Hey.
You need infusion for golems. Alright, so another 10 years of clicking this and hoping infusion pops up.
There's 2.
Austin, what's in your refrigerator?
What? I don't know.
What's in your refrigerator?
A bunch of shit.
Like what could we expect to see in the refrigerator of
I don't know.
Austin?
My roommates have a bunch of shit in it.
On the
I don't know, but what do you think's yours in there? Do you guys thumbtack stuff, or how do you know what's yours?
There's water in mine. That's mostly it, honestly.
What?
You have your own refrigerator?
All you've got in your fridge is water?
I got eggs.
I see what you did there.
You got yogurt,
That's
butter?
really it.
margarine, salami, mustard, horseradish, regular radish.
No, I don't cook. Why would there be much of anything in my fridge?
Trying to rule things off.
Yeah? Maybe you forgot something.
Remember, you were on NLSS once, early, and you said you made Alfredo with cinnamon.
Yeah, and
That's
then everyone
not
made fun of me
egg.
for it.
Yeah, it's not. I think a typical Alfredo ingredient, right?
So you do cook.
No. So here's the thing. Everyone gave me shit for it. I never brought this back up, but yeah, everyone gave me a bunch of shit for that. But then, like 2 years later, on a Binging with Babish episode, my dude was making an Alfredo, and he's like, secret ingredient, nutmeg. It'll make your Alfredo 10 times better. And I was like, this is my moment.
Who's Babish?
Bald, bro.
He does like, hey, there was a sandwich in a cartoon. I'm gonna teach you how to make it. First off, start with the rib roast of a wild boar. And you're like, bro, I don't live in L.A.
I thought that was Roseanne's Kitchen.
Can I use ground beef instead? That's
There are no rules.
that's the nerdy baker, nerdy nummies,
Oh.
which I do have to say did not feel good coming out of my mouth.
What?
Won't feel very good going in either.
Nerdy nummies.
Alfredo is not typical.
What's wrong with
thing.
that?
You American invented. I'm Canadian. Don't you dare.
Sorry, I'm on a hunt. There's a gas, and I just can't find it.
I need.
Bro, I hate this.
Donkey.
What am I looking for? I need more seed. Oh, let's. I need to make the add-ons. Oh.
Yo, are we doing this quarry, or are you gonna be can town the whole time? I'm okay with that. I just need to know how to mentally prep here.
I don't know how to make. I've never made a quarry. I don't know what the steps are.
I know, but we need the squad to do it.
I agree. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that, chat. But since it's there. Oops.
Awesome. What are you working on?
Gassed.
It's alright. Austin is hunting a gas. Austin is hunting a gas.
There it is. See
Yeah,
it.
I think you could tie that into what was the puppet movie?
The Happy Time Murders.
No.
Team America.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those songs.
I was thinking about that when I was in the shower yesterday. I don't know if you can get away with that movie in 2019.
What do you mean get away with it? It's been away.
But the first, the opening musical number is "Everyone Has AIDS."
I mean,
Yeah.
This is a different time.
why were you thinking about it in the shower? Are you throwing up or something?
We need canola.
Yeah, I needed canola, so. Okay, I need do I need to get hit by this? I need a fiery projectile and a sticky projectile. How does one do this, Chad?
Can I get Minka
help you
spam
with
in
that.
chat for that?
I think that
This
the
is where
gas-
I'm at. I'm sorry, I don't want to go off on this. In the back channel, Daniel, Malv and I have been commenting about how we need to get rid of the idea of first grade instructions because first grade instructions, as far as I'm concerned, are just good instructions. And I think we're enabling chat to feel superior by being like, okay, I'll dumb it down to your level. I'm doing this mod. You need 6 fucking PhDs to understand what's happening. They use words I've never heard in my entire life before, and I have a bachelor's degree. Now, they literally, I said, tell me exactly what I need to do to make this thing happen. They said, warp. That's one fucking verb. What am I supposed to do with this information?
That's not. See, the thing is, you didn't preface them to give you first grade instructions because warp, that is in school suspension instructions.
Like I'm dying. And then somebody else said, just read the book. I can now place the energy of the focus into a magical projectile that I can hurl at enemies or blocks. The projectile is slow, but I can increase its speed by increasing the complexity. Fantastic. Tells you everything you need to know.
Would anyone want to hop in the satchel with me real quick?
I don't know what to do.
I need to get spit on by a llama and a blaze.
Austin, you can help. We could all just do the core.
No, I mean, like, I don't know how to get this thing I need. I need to capture a ghast, but the ghasts just fly away.
Maybe it's not in the carts.
Gas fly away. Gas fly away.
A gathering of pigmen standing on my grave.
What's the most overrated band of all time, and why is it